Hey guys, welcome to my new channel. This is a video that will just be like an introduction to what I'm doing, what's going on, and like all the details and all the things that you need to know for like watching my channel. First off, this is so far called the Rowen Show, or the Rowen Taylor Show, because that's my name and has show at the end. That's the best that I could come up with. I've thought of multiple different things, like making up a character, but then I thought, well, the idea that I came up with was it would be like a mysterious character that you want to know who it is, and then at some point there would be a reveal, and then like I started thinking, well, that would only benefit me, because like even if I reveal myself, you wouldn't know who I am. I'm not anyone famous, so the reveal would be pointless, and like the only person it would actually matter to would be people who know me, like my friends. And I just thought that's a lot of like extra work for something that ultimately would never pay off. So in the end, I just decided, hey, I'm just gonna make a normal channel. So yeah, and just like this video since this is an introduction, this is gonna have like little to no editing or anything. It's just gonna be a video where I can just like rant about my ideas about starting this channel, all the things that this channel has to offer, and that would be it. I know this is out of order, but I guess that has to do with the fact that this is all just going to be one take, because I decided that the best way to get to know someone, and like the best way to start out, since I don't really know what I'm going to do, and you guys don't know what I'm like, the best way to do that is to just talk. Have your personality show through, and that's fine. So I decided to start this channel when I was, well, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but this is the first time that I ever actually got motivated to do it. So yeah, right now I'm just going to go over some of the things that I have like for this channel. First off, one thing that I might I'll try to make it regular, is questions, in which, well, I came up with a nice little system. So like if like you want to put in your question anytime, it doesn't have to be in this video, it could be in any video in the future. You put a question in there, and I came up with a format, so that way I don't have to scroll through a bunch of different like comments just to hope to find the 1,000 comments that are questions in the 100,000 comments that I see. So what I want you to do is, if you want to send me a question or anything along that lines, what you need to do is you need to put at the front of your question the word question. And it doesn't matter capitals or lowercase, it just has to be the word question and then a colon. So that way, when I go to the searching the comment section of the YouTube studio, don't know what it's called, I would be able to quickly search for all of your questions without having to scroll through all the comments. So that would help me out, and it would help you out, because you'd get your questions answered, and I'll be able to answer your questions. Also, same thing goes for suggestions, except it's a different word. I will accept suggestions for videos. I don't have to do your suggestion, but if I feel like it's a good idea, I will probably do it, and I will try and credit the person who came up with it. Just like I'll credit the person who sends in the question. I just want to be fair, because, yeah. But anyways, if you want to send in a suggestion, like you want me to do something for a video, then type in the word, type in the word video idea and then a colon. So that way, when I search the comments, I will only have to put in the word video and an idea, and it would all come up. So yeah, that's the two things that I want you to remember. If you're new to the channel in the future, which you wouldn't be watching this right now, but I'm just going to say this out loud to remind myself. If I will put this in future videos, like any video in the future, at the end, so that way no one would have to go back to this random first video to get information about the channel, and you could just know it there. But I'm just giving you guys a head up right now, and I will reveal this at the end of the video, just in case you forget after my little rant that I'm going to do in this video. So anyways, one of the things, basically what I'm going to talk about is like my, I guess, journey, or like my thought process when making this YouTube channel, because I always thought it was very interesting if I could see a YouTuber's thought process when making that first video. And I thought, well, why don't I make a video like that so other people out there who have similar interests could see this video. So my thought process for this video was, I was first going through, well, what can I do? Should I make something up, or like some sort of special thing that no one else is doing? Or should I just be able to do my own stuff? And then I thought, well, I would really just like to have a show or something like that where I can just communicate whatever I want. And then I decided, well, I guess that's my idea. It will just be a show where I can do pretty much whatever I want. Doesn't matter. One day I can do a film analysis. One day I could randomly search something up on YouTube that struck my fancy, or like Google or something, like, you know, those Google Translate videos, something like that. The basis is I can basically use this to do whatever type of video I want, making this a nice free place where I can just do whatever I want, because lots of YouTubers get stuck in that mode where they create a format for themselves and then they get stuck. They can't do anything else, because if they do anything else, fans would be like, oh man, you went away from what you did before. I don't like that because it's different. So I want to set a precedent here to make it so I am always different, so you never expect me to create a series. I might create a series or something along the way, but as of now, I'm just not going to like make one. I can make a short series, a long series, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I can just make whatever I want. One other thought process that I'm having was, what will be the title of this channel? I thought of coming up with something creative, or making a character, but then I thought, well, if you make a character, you kind of have to commit to that character for like the growing of your channel. And I thought, well, why do that? Because again, that limits me. Because in some channels, the same sort of thing happens. You start to get tired of doing a character, and then you break that character, and then fans get angry because you stop doing that character. And I also was thinking, well, I can't come up with a clever title. Like any time I would think of one, I just couldn't. My mind would go blank. And I thought, well, and then at the end I thought, well, what if I could come up with a simple title? That's good. And I thought, well, this is more like a TV show where I can do whatever I want to do each episode, like a TV show does. So I thought, well, it should be a show. And then I thought, well, I guess I could just name it after myself and just have the word show at the end. So I came up with the super simple Rowen Taylor show. And I thought, wow, could I make a logo? I'm not really good at editing or graphics design. And then I thought, well, what if I did it on paper to start out, and then as I go on, I could make it more fancy on the computer. In which that's what I did. And that is the intro that you'll see in the beginning of this video. It will be my logo, and it will be some sort of cool transition that I come up with. And then I was thinking, well, I wasn't really thinking. In fact, I just started coming up with these ideas, and that is how I came to the conclusion that I should make a channel to put these ideas out there, since all these ideas were like really cool. Like, one thing that I was thinking about was film analysis, because one day I was thinking about a movie. That movie I will be doing a video on next week. And that I was thinking, wow, I just came up with like a cool little thing that I never noticed before. And I never seen a YouTuber or anyone cover this. I never talked to anyone who was talking about this. I just thought about it, and I'm like, whoa. And then I was like, well, why don't I make a channel? And then I started having my head make excuses and procrastinate, like I badly do a lot. And I'm like, oh man, I don't have an editor, and I don't know how to, I don't have the spot to do videos. And I was just rushing through my head, and I was going, well, why do I keep doing this to myself? So I put the foot down in my own mind, and I did it. And I was also a little worried about people not liking the video, and that's when I thought, who cares? I don't. This should be for me, and for me alone. And if this happens to go out to someone who has a personality that fits these videos, then okay, they will be happy watching it. I don't care if I get a million people and I become the most famous person in the world, and I don't care if I only get one viewer and that viewer is very nice. So I just thought, might as well just do it. And yeah, that's basically my thought process. I went out one day, found an editor. I'll put links and whatever in the description. I'll credit them in every video, because I'm not really sure how it all works. So I'm just gonna be extra safe and credit all the things that I use, like this, all the editing software and whatever. I'll just put mention at the end of the video what editors I use. Also, I won't do that just for the editing. I am also thinking, well, when I was starting this, I had no idea what editors to use, and I was like, well, what if they have a description of the editors in the videos? And all the videos I found, they didn't have an editor software in the description. And I thought, well, that's inconvenient, because in those same videos they mention how they like other creators, and they like to see how other creators create videos and whatever. And I thought, well, this just makes it kind of hard for me to create stuff, because I can't find a good editing software that doesn't have a big watermark on the screen. And and eventually I found a good editor. It originally did have a watermark on it, but then I looked at the deal for the editor, the price and whatever, and it totally worked. But yeah, that's basically my thought process, I guess. I guess one thing that I'm not used to is the editor that I got. I know it's good, I know it does all the stuff that I want it to do, but I never looked into anything else because I only want the basics. That's it. And, well, I'm just going to use this portion of the video to, like, really use up the editor. Well, I'll just use it. Like, I can make stuff happen all over the screen. I'll just save a few minutes here to, like, do all the editing. Maybe I can make the weird voices or whatever.
Voices or whatever.
I don't know. But I'm just going to use this time to go crazy with the editing system. So yeah, even while during this conversation, I'm just going to do all these weird things. And when you're watching this, you're just going to be like, wow, it's going crazy. So yeah. Also, while this editing system is going through, I'm just going to remind you about how to question or whatever. Well, if you want to question me at all, again, to like mention this, I'm not sure if I mentioned this before because, again, this is all scripted. I don't have note cards. I just decided to make a video that really showed my personality, and if I scripted it, it wouldn't show my personality because this is all improvised. And this shows my thinking process a little bit. But anyways, let's get back to the topic. I get on tangents a lot. But if you want to make a suggestion for the video, you can do that by putting in the comments, put like before your suggestion, video idea and then a colon, and then put your idea there, so that way I will be able to know which is a suggestion and which is not a suggestion. Because I don't want to go through every single video during that I make and have to look through thousands upon thousands of comments from random people just to find the like few that are actually what I'm looking for. And also, if you want to put any questions down below, I'll do a regular Q&A session every week. I might even do one right after this video. I'll just wait a couple minutes, see whatever comments come up, and you can put the questions down there. So if you want to put a question into the comments, put in questions and then a colon, so that way it will be easy for me to find, for the same reasons that it would be easy for me to find the suggestions. So, yeah, I should be about done with the editing software right now. It should all be going back to normal, and, well, that is my introduction video. I know this is getting kind of long, but, hey, someone out there will like this. So, I don't care if a million of you don't like it, as long as I get to make videos, and I'm happy about it. So, see ya. Maybe in the questionnaire right after this video, and or the video next week, which will be a film analysis. My editing skills won't be best in there, but they'll be good enough for right now. See ya now, and I guess I'll see you in the next episode of my show, The Rowen Show. Bye.